Hush! Can't you see I'm busy blending into my surroundings? Ah, yes. I remember you. Still looking for honest work, I see. No matter. I am glad to take you under my wing once more in this endeavor. I was exploring these alien ruins, looking for the emblem of the last king, when my associate suddenly turned on me and threw me out. They're called the Recollection. I mentioned to them that the symbol of King Dinar, last of the alien kings, could be found here. I never expected that they would betray me. But you're going to help me, aren't you? We must search these surface ruins for two types of things. My own irreplaceable notes, and any information of the Recollection's doings. Those wood elves must have some papers about here. Mission orders, reports, or correspondence. I should never have mentioned the emblem of the last king to the Recollection. They sent a large contingent of helpers and drove me off. The emblem was part of the regalia of the last alien king, Lelorian Dinar. You know about King Dinar? What? Really? You don't look that ancient. But then you know that when the last kingdom of the High Elves fell, its people and treasures were scattered. The emblem was a symbol of King Dinar's reign and an important alien treasure. Indeed. I'd heard tales that the last king's 5 devoted retainers gathered here prior to his demise. The emblem of the last king is sure to be here, protected by the traps set by these 5 loyal retainers.
Any more? I need some tea.
I can't believe they're complaining about me. Me! After all I did for them. Fine. Be that way. Read this. They say I prattle. I don't prattle. I offer my wisdom calmly and reasonably. They should have been grateful. Ah, excellent. My notes on the 5 loyal retainers. You know, it would do you well to study these notes. They might come in handy someday. Let's head into the catacombs beneath these ruins to sort through what we found, away from this rabble. Come here, Assistant. Let's take a better look at those documents. Let me see those papers we gathered. Ah, I see. The recollection found an altar but could go no farther. Sounds magical. There's mention of finding vials of blood, some sacred water, and a bottle of ancient wine. Yes, yes, those are our keys. It seems my former allies are not doing well without me. Petrification traps, locked doors, giant living statues, that peculiar altar. Typical novice stuff. Nothing that would challenge a master of his craft such as myself. Animated stonework. Doesn't surprise me. They don't require much upkeep. But this altar, alien design, so it will need some liquid to activate it. Ha! They have the keys but have no clue how to use them. We press on. The renowned Narsis Dren is not deterred by mundane challenges. Let's find this altar they mentioned, and keep your eyes out for any bottles, vials, or carafes they have excavated.
I knew something was off about the Dark Elf expert. Sneaky-looking cur.
We've lost so many to the traps. Had that forewarned us about them, Givens would have never been petrified.
Isn't this nice, Assistant? You get to walk through a ruin like this with none other than myself. No, over there. What's on that stone table? My own theory that there are such ancient blood would be fresh. Alas, the recollection had no interest. Assistant, have I ever regaled you with my research on ancestral tombs in Vardenfell? It would only take a few hours. Of the loyal retainers. Stand back, Assistant. I'll speak their names and command them. Lorimaro, Parhalia, Balipalin, Yonvarla, and, hang on. I don't know that last name. No, wait! To the altar. I'll go ahead and dust myself off a bit from the battle. Take the wine on your way out. We'll be needing that. The contents of this bottle, they've been partially used. Have they been drinking on the job? A moment, Assistant. Thanks to my dazzling intellect, I have deduced that we should anoint the altar with sacred water. Assistant, apply the sacred water. Simple. Sacred water goes on an altar. It's quite obvious. Any fool would see that. When you have been at this as long as I have, you develop a sixth sense for these things. Place all 3 items on the altar, but we will use the sacred water. Trust me. If you would place all 3 items that we collected onto the altar, we can proceed. And now, anoint the altar with the sacred water. With this, our way is opened. Excellent! Wait, nothing is happening. Is it broken? Do I have a broken altar? Surely this sacred water must be the solution. I'm sure of it. That didn't work. Assistant, try another offering. That did it! Ahem. Just as I predicted. A tribute to the wine shared between the retainers upon their arrival. Good job following my instructions, Assistant. I'll make an explorer of you yet. I'm going on ahead, onward to discovery. And here we are, the emblem. But it is sealed away by magic. Surely these tiles, pressed in correct sequence, will remove the warding spells on it. That carving looks important. It is some form of epitaph to the 5 loyal retainers. I'd venture it's crucial to releasing the emblem of the last king. But of course, you'd be a fool to think that a treasure hunter as respectable as myself would have no experience with a simple tile puzzle. Were I to put my vast expertise to use here, I'd venture that the solution to releasing that barrier lies in this epitaph. I could, but let's think of this as a teachable moment. A final examination, so to speak. You should work this one out on your own. I'll be here to supervise. Narsis Dren is no stranger to a puzzle, but can his assistant exhibit the same prowess? Let's wait and see. Go on now, read that epitaph. Give it your all. I'll be here for the point at which you undoubtedly will need my consult. No, not that way. Please, concentrate. Allow me to advise. Read the epitaph very clearly. The wine we found earlier leads me to believe this place hosted a gathering of the 5 loyal retainers. A final toast, perhaps, using the finest drink. Given my professional expertise in solving puzzles, I'd venture that the path you take to cross these tiles is related to this nearby epitaph. The tale goes that the 5 loyal retainers traveled from afar to get here. Exactly. Perhaps that indicates the distance and direction to be moved. Regardless, I entrust this solution to you. I'll be here detailing the epitaph and these tiles from my notes. Hurry now, assistant. Surely you can handle this. This place is in a disarray. Do you think we could excavate one of these tiles? No. Narsis Dren does not loot. Let me instead commit them to my notes here. Is now clear, and the emblem of the last king calls to me. Come! Look at it. It's marvelous. Floating there, just waiting to be taken. Any final notes, assistant, before I commit history? Now, assistant, we have found the emblem of the last king. It's been waiting so long for me to recover it. Step aside, assistant. The great and wise Narsis Dren will now seize the emblem. I intend to present it to my assistant Elfbeta at her southern camp. Yes, that sounds sufficiently thrilling. Fool of an assistant! Do not disturb me, or I'll have you demoted to a footnote in my next book. You stumbled through much, and now your reward is to watch me finally grasp the emblem of the last king. Ah, the emblem at last. I've bested those recollection fools. No! A trap! It's that petrification gas! Take the emblem to Elfbeta! I...
get worried. My dear Narsis is always overflowing with tales of his discoveries. I find myself impatient, waiting to hear about them. Ah, the emblem! Excellent. And Narsis? Oh, he'll be along soon, I expect. My dear Narsis is always getting stuck somewhere. Here you go. I think this should cover your time and effort. Thank you. Ah, the emblem! I need to take my leave shortly. Narsis should turn up any time now. Perhaps I should go looking for him. In any event, thank you for your help. Oh dear. Should I wait here? Should we go after him? I don't want him to think I believe he needs constant oversight, but he does get so wrapped up in his work. Ever the thoughtful scholar, my Narsis. Very well, I shall do as you say. Is there anything else I may do for you before I take my leave? I need to take my leave shortly. Narsis should turn up any time now. Perhaps I should go looking for him. In any event, thank you for your help.